to start with the hearing on ordinance 271.
Do you want me to begin?
Please.
Okay, thank you. Shannon Steele, I'm the solicitor for the Township of Chippewa. And the first point of business that we have tonight for the supervisors is to have a public hearing on the request for approving two ordinances. And the first ordinance is ordinance 271 relating to data centers. The second ordinance is 272, which is adopting the 2024 version of the International Property Maintenance Code. I have given the supervisors the most current versions of those ordinances. Before we begin, we are being recorded by a court reporter. And so if anybody intends to question or testify, I normally have a general swearing in of everyone, just so that she doesn't have to do it more than one time. Is that how you'd like to handle it? So if anybody anticipates that they have comment, if you could just stand and be sworn in. And if you don't, that's fine. You don't need to swear in supervisors. Okay. As a part of tonight's hearing, we did prepare and advertise the public notice in the Beaver County Times, and the ads ran on Friday, February 3rd and Wednesday, April 3rd and Wednesday, April 8th, so that we have them 2 consecutive weeks prior to 7 days before this evening. I would like to read the ad preview into the record. The notice indicated that the Township of Chippewa Board of Supervisors will conduct a public hearing to consider the approval of the following ordinances to be held on Wednesday, April 15th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. at the Township Municipal Building. All those who wish to be heard in regard to the request should be present at the time and date specified. Chippewa Township Supervisors may render a decision on this request, and the brief summaries are as follows. An ordinance of the Township of Chippewa, Pennsylvania to amend the Township Code of Ordinances to define and add specific requirements for data centers or data center accessory uses. An ordinance of the Township of Chippewa, Beaver County, Pennsylvania, Commonwealth, adopting the 2024 edition of the International Property Maintenance Code regulating and governing the conditions and maintenance of all property within the township. Copies of the proposed ordinances were available for public inspection during regular business hours. So the first ordinance that we have before you would be the ordinance relating to the data centers. And basically what we have indicated is that they would be permitted as a conditional use in the industrial corridor district. Both the Chippewa Township Planning Commission and Beaver County Planning Commission have reviewed the ordinance and have given both approvals from those bodies. One change that was recommended from the County Planning Commission, which we did add, thank you to Mark, was a decommissioning paragraph, which basically just outlines what the individual property owner of the data center property would have to do in the event that they no longer had an ongoing use for the property, and it outlined what they are to do, which includes giving financial assurance to the township that they would take all necessary steps to remove it as a data center. And so I added that into the ordinance, and that is the only change that the Planning Commission, both county and township, would not have seen, but it was recommended from the county. So I added that, I gave that to Mark, and that's about it. If there's questions by the supervisors, you can ask that now, or if there's anything that you wanted to comment on. Otherwise, you can take it to a vote.
All right. Do you guys want to we got a button down to the
You don't have to, you can adjourn it and then
Correct.
I have it on the agenda for the regular
Okay,
meeting.
perfect.
Did you want to adjourn both hearings at the same time, or just 2 separate hearings? I have 2 different ones.
Yeah, we'll do it at the same time, and that way the court
Okay.
reporter can leave. And then at the regular meeting, I think you have it under the manager.
Yes.
Yes.
Comments, Jim? Right.
Nothing for me.
All right. Mark, anything 271 and 272.
Or 272, I haven't gone over yet.
Oh,
So I
okay,
just-
so we're adjourning for 271.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, so, on to 272, please.
Yes, so the second ordinance that's before you, and I did already explain that technically, this ordinance did not have to have a public hearing, but because we advertised for one, I just did it that way. But what this basically is you've been operating under a pretty archaic version of the International Property Maintenance Code with respect to your code enforcement. And Donna had suggested, and we had taken that recommendation, that we update the addition to the 2024 version. One of the things that we added to make sure that we don't have to do it again by ordinance, I did add to this ordinance a section that indicates in the future, from time to time by resolution, the township supervisors can make the necessary changes as the different additions come before the different municipalities. The other thing that I think would be important to note, and I did tell this to Donna, currently the language that you have been following with respect to regulating the grass and weeds was it was an inch requirement, 10 inches. I did change the language, and that was based on something that Donna had suggested, and I just think it's a good idea because I got it from another ordinance in another municipality that they had adopted the same language. That it's basically grass and any vegetation that grows to a height that could create a safety hazard or block visibility. So it gives you more of a subjective view for your code enforcement officer. You know, sometimes there's times where maybe owners are away on a long vacation, or they just might have an illness or something that prevents them, and you don't want to necessarily cite them because their grass is over a certain height. So I did change that. Other than that, everything else is pretty standard, and you would be following exactly what this booklet recommends with respect to the addition that's in place. So this, at the time of the meeting, whenever you guys review it, you would just be approving the 2024 version of the code. Any questions? Anything, Donna? Okay. So at this time, now we can adjourn and you can go into your regular meeting.
All right, we will adjourn the hearing for ordinance 272 and 271. So,
Thank you, and we don't
Thank you.
need anything.
Thank you for coming.
thank you. All right, so we'll get the regular meeting. We'll get right to any visitors' comments. Okay, we'll jump right into minutes to be approved, the 11th, the 18th of March. Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion. Also.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Minutes to be acknowledged, none. Reports, I'll rip through these. If anybody wants to add anything to it, please do. Financial, police, anything you'd like to add, Chief?
No, I don't have anything there.
Road department, wage tax, real estate, zoning, code enforcement, fire report, recreation, anything you'd like to add more?
We have a Solid Park Green Fest on Saturday. That's it.
And I haven't looked, has the parking lot been, we had to gravel there?
Not at Solid Park yet, no.
Okay.
Not yet.
When do we
Wait for
plan
some
on?
nicer weather.
We're gonna meet with the road foreman, and we're gonna try to do a little bit of a different layout to save one of the pawpaw trees that are there. So I think we can accommodate that and not lose a lot of, tied into like landscaping thing.
Okay.
So we changed plans a little bit.
All right, good. Anything else, Lauren?
No, that's it for now.
All right, manager's report, we got, ordinance 271, we just had the hearing on that. This is the, data center one. You guys have any other additional comments you wanna make?
No.
Can we get a motion to pass ordinance 271?
Make a motion to pass 271. Second.
Any discussion?
No.
Nope, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, good. Ordinance 272, we had the hearing on that, motion to pass that.
I'll make a motion to pass 272. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all right, good. Job description for the street department.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate that we are going to be advertising this, next month. We're gonna first go out on Facebook and our newsletter, stuff like that.
Pay the bills. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all right, solicitor's business, anything else you'd like to add, Ms. Steele?
Nothing else.
All right,
Handled everything that I had.
all right, good. Supervisors business, Jim, Brian?
Any additional for me?
Yep. All right, with that, we will be adjourned until May, 13th.